Welcome to your second German grammar lesson. This lesson is for people who already know the personal pronouns and who know how to conjugate regular verbs. Also, it has some vocabulary in it that I went over in the last lesson. So to fully understand what I'm going to teach you, please watch lesson 1 first and then come back to this one. The other one also explains how to form questions in German, which we'll need in this lesson as well. Just click here to watch the other one. In this lesson, we'll go over some important irregular verbs like to be and to have. Like last time, we'll also be practicing this together, and I'll give you some homework at the end. So treat this as a real lesson or class, sit down and focus, get yourself a pen and paper so you can take notes. Before we jump into irregular verbs, there's something I didn't tell you last time about regular verbs that end in ten or den. Let's just conjugate one, and you'll see in a second why there's something worth mentioning about them. Let's do arbeiten, to work. So, I work is ich arbeite, still normal, you add the E, like you learned it last time. But then how do you say you work? You have to add st, but that would make it du arbeitst. So, obviously that doesn't work, you can't pronounce it, arbeitst. So, we'll just add an E. Du arbeitest. Now, he, she, it works would be sie, es arbeitet. Nope, same problem. So we'll add an E. Arbeitet, sie arbeitet, es arbeitet. By the way, if you want to say it works, you can't say es arbeitet. You can't. Because arbeiten really does refer to labor and not working in the sense of not being broken or functioning. If you want to say it works, you have to say it functions, es funktioniert, or es klappt, which is another one. But we'll do phrases like that another time. How about we? Wir arbeiten. Pretty normal, just like the infinitive. As you know, that's the case with wir and sie. But then ihr, you have to add a T, right? But same problem here. Ihr arbeitet. So we add an extra E and it's ihr arbeitet. Then sie arbeiten, that's just normal. A sample sentence would be, was arbeitest du? Was means what. So the literal translation would be, what do you work? Or how we would rather phrase it, what do you do for a living? Let's do kosten, to cost. We'll do this as an exercise now. You say the conjugation first, and I'll say it after you, so you can check if you got it right, okay? Go. Ich koste. Du kostest. Right, you have to put that in between. Sie, es kostet. Good. Wir kosten. Ihr kostet. Sie kosten. Kosten is a verb which we usually use in the question, was kostet das? Literally, what does that cost? Or how much is this? Next one, we'll do finden, to find. Same rules apply because it ends in den. You know the drill. Go. Ich finde. Du findest. Sie, es findet. Wir finden. Ihr findet. Sie finden. Great. An example of this verb would be the question, wie findet ihr das Haus? Wie means how. And if you watched the last video, you know that das Haus means the house. So, how do you, plural, find the house? Or how you'd rather say it in English, what do you think about the house? And this is plural you, so you people, you guys, okay? If you ask someone for an opinion in German, you ask how they find it. Also, from now on, I'll put all the new words that we're learning during the lesson in that table, so you can reference those words whenever you need them. I'll give you an overview of all vocab words at the end that you can copy and study, but also write these down, pause the video for a second and copy them down into your notebook. Now we'll do irregular verbs. For those, I'm really sorry, but there aren't many rules to adhere to. Most of them you just have to memorize. Sein, to be, haben, to have, and essen, to eat. You'll also need the word wer, which means who. Sein, to be. If you don't know much about how to pronounce different letters in German, every time you see an E-I or EI, it's pronounced I. So that's why this word is pronounced sein. Ich bin, repeat after me, okay? Ich bin. Du bist. Sie, es ist. Wir sind. Ihr seid. Sie sind. An example would be, ich bin Sevi. Wer bist du? Sevi is my name, by the way. So wer means who. So in English, that is, I'm Sevi. Who are you? How would you answer this question? Right. You just put ich bin and then your name. Good job! Now, haben, to have. Again, repeat after me. Ich habe. Du hast. Sie, es hat. Wir haben. Ihr habt. Sie haben. Good. Example. Ich habe Hunger. Hunger means hunger, just like in English. And literally that would mean I have hunger, and that's how we express I'm hungry. We do have a word in German for hungry, but we don't ever use it. So just say I have hunger, I have thirst. That's how we express that. Essen, to eat. If you remember the last lesson, you might remember that I told you Essen means meal because we had the word Abendessen, remember? Evening meal, which is how we say dinner. So Essen also means to eat, not only meal. Ich esse. Du isst. Sie, es isst. And as you can see, it's the same pronunciation as in to be. Sie, es isst. Sie, es isst. You can't hear that there's an extra S, so you just have to know from the context if it means he is or he eats, because in German, both of them sound just the same. Isst. Wir essen. Ihr esst. Sie essen. Example. Isst du gerade? Gerade is another word from the last lesson. It means right now. So that's how you know it doesn't mean do you eat, but instead it means are you eating. Now we'll do want, can, and must, very important ones. Wollen, to want. Remember to pronounce every W like a V, wollen. Ich will. And that's where a lot of people get confused because will is also an English word, but it doesn't mean I will. Ich will means I want. Du willst. Sie, es will. Wir wollen. Ihr wollt. Sie wollen. Example. Ich will essen. I want to eat. So in English, after that want, if you add a verb, you have to put to in between. I want to eat. But in German, we don't do that. We just say I want to eat. I want swim. Können, can. If you're confused by the dots above the O, please watch a video on the German alphabet. I didn't make one because there's so many good ones out there, but if you really want me to, I can make one as well. So just tell me in the comments if that's the case. This channel is new, you know, and you can shape the direction of it, so don't hesitate to make those requests. Anyway, that O with the dots is an umlaut and it's pronounced Ö. So können. Ich kann. Du kannst. Sie, es kann. Wir können. Ihr könnt. Sie können. Example. Kannst du schwimmen? Schwimmen means swim. This is from the last lesson as well. And it means, can you swim? Now, müssen, must. That U with the dots is another umlaut and is pronounced Ü. Ü, müssen. I know in English you'd rather use have to than must, but I still put must there because that makes it easier for you to remember because the words are so similar. Müssen, must. So I must or I have to is ich muss. Du musst. Sie, es muss. Wir müssen. Ihr müsst. Sie müssen. Good job repeating. Great. Example. Ihr müsst arbeiten. What does that mean? Right, it's you plural, so you guys have to work. Now we'll do 3 more and then we'll go over to the practice part. To know, to read, and to sleep. Also, we'll need not, nicht. Wissen, to know. Ich weiß. Again, if you're confused by that letter, watch a video on the German alphabet, but this is called a sharp S, and that's also how it's pronounced. So just an S, okay? Ich weiß. Du weißt. Sie, es weiß. Wir wissen. Ihr wisst. Sie wissen. Example. Ich weiß nicht. I don't know. So that's how you negate a verb. I know, ich weiß. I don't know, ich weiß nicht. Just put the nicht after the verb. Just like in the last lesson, we put nie after the verb, which means never. So I never sleep or I never work would have been ich arbeite nie. And I don't know, ich weiß nicht. Lesen, to read. Ich lese. Du liest. Sie es liest. By the way, that I-E in liest is pronounced like a long E. Du liest. Sie es liest. Wir lesen. Ihr lest. Sie lesen. Example. Sie lesen gerade. They're reading, or they're reading right now. Schlafen, to sleep. Ich schlafe. Du schläfst. Sie es schläft. Wir schlafen. Ihr schlaft. Sie schlafen. Good job. Example. Schläfst du? Are you sleeping? Oh, and I forgot to mention this is the third umlaut we have, the A with the dots on it. It's pronounced so du schläfst. Sie es schläft. Schläfst du? But a lot of people say schläft. I'm one of those people. That just depends on the dialect, like on the region where you come from. So du schläfst or du schläfst would be actually more correct, but not a lot of people pronounce it that way. Now we'll practice. I hope you copied them down. If not, go back a little and put them into your notebook, because now we'll do an exercise. I'll tell you a conjugated verb in German and you translate it into English. Ich weiß. Also, I'm just giving you a couple of seconds, but if you need more time, just pause the video. I know. Wir wollen. We want. Du liest. You read, or you're reading. Sie muss. She has to, or she must. Arbeitet. He works. Good job! Let's do some more. Hast du? Of course, this is not a complete question. This is just for the sake of practicing and understanding how questions work, but as soon as you know more words, we'll be able to make really complex whole sentences. Do you have? Seid ihr? Are you? Plural. Sie können. They can. Because I didn't capitalize the Sie, you know that it's not you formal. Es kostet. It costs. Ist das Annika? Is that Annika? Schläft sie? Is she sleeping? Ich esse gerade nicht. I'm not eating, or I'm not eating right now. Können Sie arbeiten? Can you formal work? Can you work, Mrs. Smith? Sie liest gerade. She's reading, or she's reading right now. Arbeitet ihr morgen? Are you working tomorrow? Okay, now for the next one. I did put some of the vocab words up from the last video because you'll need them. If you know them already, that's great, but if you didn't watch the other one, here you go. This is a written exercise if you want to. So I'm putting up complete German sentences. Copy them down into your notebook and translate them. If you want to do this exercise orally, you can. Just pause the video after every sentence. So here's all of them. Pause now so you can do the written exercise, and then we'll compare. Okay, let's compare. Ich arbeite gerade. What does that mean? I'm working, or you could have written I'm working right now. Weißt du? Do you know? Or you know? Weißt du is something we say fairly often at the end of a sentence, and we use it in the same way English speakers do when they say you know at the end of a sentence. In German, though, we sometimes shorten it a little, and we don't say weißt du, but we say something more like weißt du? Ich arbeite, weißt du? I'm working, you know? Wer will essen? Who wants to eat? Ich will nicht schlafen, ich will lesen. I don't want to sleep, I want to read. Wir müssen nie arbeiten. We never have to work. Wie findest du das Haus? What do you think about the house? Schlaft ihr? Are you sleeping? Plural. Are you people sleeping? Was liest du? What are you reading? Wollen Sie Musik hören? Do you, formal, want to listen to music? Das ist Sarah. This is Sarah. Or that's Sarah. Was ist das? What's that? Ich finde das Wasser nicht. I don't find the water. Or how you would say in English rather, I can't find the water. Was kostet das Haus? What does the house cost? Or how much is the house? Wer kann schwimmen? Who can swim? In the sense of who knows how to swim. Sie arbeitet morgen nicht. She's not working tomorrow. Good job! Now it's time for homework. I want you to put that homework in the comments below and I'll correct everything. So for this homework, please answer 2 questions. The first one is, was machst du gerade? What are you doing right now? And the second question is, was machst du morgen? What are you doing tomorrow? To help you out, I've put all the vocabulary we've learned so far in the 2 videos on screen. So pause it and you'll have everything you need. I'm also putting a good free online dictionary in the description below, so you can use other words that you need. Please don't use Google Translate. A good dictionary is always better and makes you think more because Google Translate gives you whole sentences and you don't have to put them together yourself, so you don't learn as much. Also, a lot of those translations end up being wrong grammatically. I'll read every comment and reply and I'll correct your homework too. So if you find this video helpful, please like it and don't forget to subscribe if you want to learn German fast. Bye! Tschüss!